All right, we're here in Pahokee with the man, the myth, the legend, Pahokee wide receiver, senior wide receiver, Chris Dunkley. Chris, you took an official visit to UF this past weekend. How did that go for you?
Went real well. I went with my mom and my dad. Met the new receiver coach. I talked to the receiver coach since like maybe the day after Coach G announced that he was gone. So I've been talking to him up until that day I met him. And it's kind of unique because, this is going to be his first time coaching. And, when I got there, it was his first time, going around. And I didn't know, I still don't know things around Gainesville. So, he's asking me where things are, and I'm supposed to be asking him where things are. So I didn't know where stuff was at. But, it was a good experience, Every time I go out there, I hang out with Janoris Jenkins. So when I went up there again, that's who I was with. Just enjoy myself, talk to Andre a little bit, that was about it.
Now, Chris, I know you were a little disappointed about Coach Gonzalez leaving. You guys had built a really good relationship over the past couple of years. How do you feel about the new coach, Zach Gazani, and do you feel like he's a guy you could get along with?
Yeah, I feel that me and him can, have that relationship that me and Coach G had. I looked at Coach G as my dad. It really hurt when I heard he was leaving. I'm not gonna lie, but Coach Meyer told me, this guy's gonna step right in. We're not gonna miss a beat. So, and I feel that, we at the University of Florida that I don't think they would hire just no average Joe anyway.
Now, you say you got to spend time with Janoris and Andre DeBose while you're up there. What's the mood of those guys, and how do you feel like the team is handling the kind of surprising loss to Alabama in the SEC championship game?
Well, I see from what I've seen is, they're more focused now than when I went up there previous times. They haven't been beaten. So, I think, they, it was like a wake-up call. I think, to be honest, I think Cincinnati's going to be sacrificial lamb.
Wow. That's pretty strong words there. Now, Chris, you had a year here at Pahokee. What was that experience like for you? And what was it like getting to play in the Muck Bowl a few weeks ago? I know you got injured during the game, but what was that experience like? That atmosphere, you don't see that around Florida high school football too much.
It was real good. I was, doing my thing until I got hurt. It was a great experience. Very loud, very, college-like atmosphere. Two teams together. I don't want to say bad blood, but just a very aggressive game. And overall, our season, we fell short. I think everybody knows that. I feel that we weren't even even close to what our team could. To be honest, I felt that our high school team was like a college team. Just that I don't know what it was. It just wasn't clicking. But still, it was a good experience for me. I played it with some great players. Competition just in my own backyard was great. So I know when I go to college, I'll be ready for competition. So we had some great receivers on our team. So it was good.
Okay. Now you had that the hamstring injury there at the end of the year. How is that progressing? And do you feel like you're going to be 100% for the Under Armour game here in a couple of weeks?
Well, in a few days, I'm going to put on my cleats and run, see how I feel. Right now, I feel that I should be good to go. Almost 100% for the UA game. But if I feel any type of tweak or anything, I'm going to sit out because I'm planning on graduating early and enrolling into a college. January. First week, second week in January, so I gotta make sure college is more important than All-Star game.
Sure. And is that so? Everything is looking good on enrolling early. You're on pace to do that right now, correct?
Yeah, I am. I'll be enrolling early.
Okay. Now, the Under Armour All-America game. It's going to be in St. Petersburg on January 2nd. It's a unique experience getting to play in those games. How excited are you about this opportunity?
I'm ready. It's gonna be. I know. I looked at the rosters. The competition in practice is gonna be crazy with the 1-on-1 7-on-7. We have great DBs on our team. As well we have great receivers on our team. I feel that the black team is gonna be in for a world of trouble.
And talk about your final decision. Who are the teams that are still in the mix that you're going to decide between, and is that announcement going to come at the Under Armour game?
Yeah, I'll be announcing at the Under Armour game with my mom, dad, family. Teams getting in this, no particular order. It'd be Georgia, Alabama, Florida, West Virginia.
You took official visits to all of those schools, and you also went to Florida as well. What were those visits like? Those experiences like, and how do they sort of compare to each other?
A lot of it's kind of hard, to every school is gonna have $1 million stadium, $1 million weight room, $1 million facilities, $1 million academics, $1 million everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a Division I program, so everything looks the same. Just different coaches, different feel for things. That's about it. But other than that, it's every school you go to. If you take a visit there, you're gonna think about going there. They're gonna show you a lot of love. So you gotta look beyond that.
And even though you don't want to talk about it today, do you feel like you have a team in mind where you're going to end up?
It's juggling. Sometimes I'm with this school. Sometimes I'm with this school. Sometimes I think I'm okay. I'm 100%. I know where I'm gonna go. And then sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, nah, I don't know. I could see myself playing here too and doing the same thing, and maybe having a maybe even better career at this school than this school. That's why I didn't. That's why I'm like one of the last people at my school to commit anywhere, because it's real hard. I don't want to commit and then decommit, and then because right now I built a strong relationship with a lot of these coaches, and I feel that I can't. It's hard for me to tell the school no. So and I'm not the type of person that wants somebody to hate me or dislike me in any type of way. So that's why I haven't committed anywhere yet.
And what do you think ultimately the deciding factors for the school that gets you? What are those going to be?
Just I'm not really a lot of people say, oh, they're how much receivers they have or playing time and stuff like that. I'm not really worried about that, because I know how I play. I'm gonna go in and make an impact and bring competition to the receiver position anywhere I go. That's how I feel. So it would just be how my mom feels about it. Only child. So mom has to have a big part in my life. She's so, like she says, I'm her baby. So she has to see the place, like the place, just as much as I do. And if she feels any type of doubt, I do have to take that in consideration.
And what was her impressions of the visit? Because as you said, she came up with you this weekend.
Yeah, she likes Florida. She likes Coach Amaro a lot. She enjoyed herself up there. To believe it or not, she's never been to a game before.
Really?
My dad has. She's never been to a game, so. But she's been up there for Friday Night Lights and my sophomore year Friday Night Lights also.
And any interesting interactions with? It was a big visit weekend. I think there were 12 people there in total. Any interesting stories or interactions with any of the other prospects up there?
No, not really. I don't want to sound mean or anything, but like when I go to those type of things, I really don't. People say recruit the guys. I don't do that. I might say, hey, how you doing? What's up? Or coach might introduce me to a player. But other than that, I don't go out my way to spark conversation. Because they need to be looking at the school and not worrying about other stuff like that. So, like for example, the All-Star game coming up, I know there's gonna be a lot of recruiting going on, like within the players. I'm not gonna, I'm separating myself from that.
So you're gonna try to stay out of that.
Yeah.
mix.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. Thanks a lot for your time. Take care and good luck here in a couple of weeks.
All right, then. Appreciate it.